started. This is a 6-week holiday, 45 nights, and we're going French island hopping. Starting in Corsica, then going to Ile de Ré, Ile de Laron, and then Noirmoutier. So we've just made it barely by the skin of our teeth to our booked crossing on Eurotunnel. It's at 5:36 p.m. I hope that once we get to the other side we can make it to Dijon, to an air to sleep tonight, and then about another 7 hours on the road tomorrow, taking us to another air that's a little bit north of Nice, and then at 8 o'clock we've got a ferry to catch in Nice, taking us to Corsica. Not been entirely without problems, because the first campsite that we were supposed to be going to on Corsica emailed me at the beginning of the week to say they're closed because there's a danger from a local dam. So we are going to Porto Vecchio, which is it was supposed to be our second destination on Corsica, but we're going there straight away. But it looks like a beautiful campsite with a nice infinity pool and plenty of choice of beach, and not too far to the harbour town of Porto Vecchio. So yes, it's very exciting, and we're really looking forward to having such a long holiday. Yes, we are. It was somebody's last day at work today, and came out of work clutching presents and cards. So he's just opening them. We've got a set of Campervan mugs. Plenty of wine, although given that we're going to France, that's a little bit like we're taking coals from Newcastle. More wine. More wine. Tie with flamingos. Saturday, we arrived at the air in about just gone midnight.
Continue straight onto D125B.
It immediately started raining, so didn't get straight off to sleep. But then I didn't.
Continue on D125B for 1 kilometre.
Set an alarm for 8:30. Turn that off. Went to sleep. It's now 10 o'clock, which is a bit later than I wanted to set off, but never mind. But this is an area we've been to several times.
In 500 metres, turn left onto D26.
The first time we ever stayed on it, somebody came round in the morning to collect, I think it was €5 then, which we don't mind paying. There is electricity, although we don't bother to plug in. And then we've stayed a few more
Take
times.
the next left onto D26.
But always left before anybody's come around to collect money. However, today a little man on a bike came.
Continue on D26 for 4 kilometres.
The price has gone up to £6.50. My French is really not very good at all, but I understood a little bit of pointing on the words red and shower. And what he was saying is that this code I've written on the receipt is the code for the door of the shower. So that was a really nice discovery, because we're staying on an air again tonight. And I didn't think we were going to get the chance to have a shower, so it's nice. I feel fresh and clean for the day, which is a nice relief. So we're heading So we've arrived at the Air, where we're going to spend our second night. We're an hour and a half from Nice now, and we've got an 8 AM ferry to catch, so it's quite convenient. It's nice though. There's a lake, a bar and restaurant, and the Air is quite spacious, and it's just behind the restaurant. I think it should be quite quiet tonight. Quite a few people enjoying picnics at the moment. Ooh. So we're on Sunday, which is day 3 of 45 in France and islands. We are on Corsica. We arrived at time did we arrive?
To the island?
Yeah.
At around about 2ish.
Yeah, about 2 o'clock. So last night we spent the night on an air at Lac de Thorens, which was very peaceful actually. There was just us and another campervan which came at some time during the night. We got up at 4:30. To allow enough time to get to Nice, where we were getting the 8 o'clock ferry. We had to be there for 7 o'clock and we actually arrived at 6 o'clock.
And we're still the last ones on.
And we were still the last ones on, yeah. Turns out that we hadn't accounted for the fact that our bike rack would add a little bit of length to the van, so we had to pay a €70 surcharge for that. And then we just got left in a lane on our own while everybody else boarded, and I think it was because also the height that the bikes added. But anyway, we were one of the last on. That also meant though we didn't manage to get a deck chair on the sun deck. We had to sit in the restaurant, which was alright, nice comfy chairs, until they were serving food, at which point they wanted the tables for the people who were queuing for food. Which was a bit put out by, because the people queuing for food had just left their bags on the deck chairs so that nobody else could use those. Yeah, they wanted our tables. Anyway, so we arrived in Corsica at 2 o'clock, and then the plan was we were going to Porto Vecchio, where we were going to inquire at Camping Bella Vista whether they had a pitch for us, and we were going to stay about 7 nights, but it was going to be about 5 o'clock by the time we arrived there. They don't take advance bookings, it's just a potluck, and I didn't really fancy my luck at turning up at 5 o'clock in the evening. So during the drive we were coming past this campsite, which is called, I can't remember.
Amarilla. Something.
Amarula?
Amarula?
I think that's a liqueur. Anyway, it's a campsite and it begins with A, and it's somewhere on the east coast of Corsica. And we'd planned to come to this campsite. It was going to be the third site we were going to stay on. And as we were passing, I said, should we just have a look at it? And we had a look at it and decided that we would stay. So we've booked ourselves in for 7 nights, and secured an absolutely amazing pitch. I'll just have to show you. So there's Cleopatra, and there's the sea. Got a hammock, got plenty of space, loads of space. So yes, it's a absolutely beautiful pitch that couldn't be better positioned. It's just nice. You can hear the waves crashing. We've been in the sea and it was so warm. After we'd got all the van and everything set up, we were all a little bit hot and sweaty, so we thought we'd go in the sea to cool down, but the sea was like a bath. But that was nice. Instead of just a quick dip, we stayed in there for about an hour, I think. Still finding out some things about the campsite. The showers aren't particularly special. There's 6 showers. 3 of them are just cold. And of the 3 that are warm, they're coin operated. Only 2 seem to work, but it has been so hot that I didn't mind having a cold shower. There was no queue for the cold showers, although my door didn't lock. Tony's locked, so I just left my towel over the door and my shoes poking out underneath, and hoped that nobody tried to come in. The toilets are drop toilets. Again, it's not particularly special, but everything can be forgiven just because of this pitch we've got, which is right on the beach. No demarked pitches here, you just pitch where you'd like. So we've kind of set ourselves right in one of the corners. We have got electric. I didn't think this site had electric, and so we've packed the gas stove and half a dozen canisters of gas, which now it looks unlikely that we're going to use. Oh yes, we may use them at a site we're going to for 3 nights, but not 6 cans. But anyway, it's nice to have electric. It means we can definitely keep stuff charged up and the fridge going. But a little bit sad that we're not going to have to rely on our little solar panels, etc. It was 35 degrees when we arrived here. It's probably still, what is it? About 25, I'd guess. And it's something like 7:30 at night now. Hopefully it does cool down just a little bit more before we go to bed. And last thing to report is that dinner is on, and we're having, is it paella or risotto?
Well, we're putting cheese in it, so it's going to be risotto.
We're having paella with cheese, so it's a risotto.
Wrong, whatever.
We haven't got any vegetables, so we're just packing. We're just eating what we've packed, which is chorizo and rice at the moment, with some cheese we had in the fridge and we brought along with us. We'll find a supermarket tomorrow, I think, and get some vegetables, because we can't survive a week without at least a few of our 5 a day. That's about it for tonight, I think.
Cheers.
Cheers. So it's 7:45 and it's still 30 degrees, and it does feel like that. The sun's not quite gone down yet, but it will shortly. I don't know if it's going to cool down that much more. Yes, it's hot here. Today for the last 2 days we've been to the beach. Only about 5 minutes walk actually, just down there, so not very far from the van. Water is really warm. Quite a breeze yesterday, which took the edge off. Today I think we've spent about 50% of the time in the water because of how hot it's been. Tonight we've been told off for using the electricity for cooking food, which you're not allowed to do apparently, although there's people with fridges plugged in and all sorts. But anyway, so all we did was take the stove from outside and put it in the van, where you can't see it, it's hidden behind the wine, just in case the old man came past in his golf cart again, and just to throw him off the scent, we've got our gas stove out. And yes, it's hot. Thursday, we think. Yesterday we walked north along the beach for about an hour, so today we've decided to walk south and see what's there. It's probably about 8:30 in the morning, which is really the only kind of time it's bearable to do any kind of exercise. So. we have retired to the beach for an evening glass or two of wine. It's quite a little bit cooler here than it is on the campsite, which is only over there. Also avoiding the neighbours who arrived yesterday and pitched extremely close to us, who seem to now have several friends over and are speaking what we think is Russian quite loud. But they have got a very sweet little dog, which is about the size of a rat, and came over and let me stroke him and growled at Tony and ran away. Sea's very, very calm. It kind of is inviting me in for another swim, but I've had a shower and I'm clean, so I hope I can resist. So that last evening tonight, since we've only really been to beaches, well, we've been staying at Camping Amurucciu, we decided we're going to go and visit the lighthouse that we can see, and you can probably see it just between the trees there. And to have a little look at the village, just to be able to say we've seen the sights. We failed to find the lighthouse because we walked up that hill just there, which just ended up at a residential cul-de-sac. Looking at Google Maps again, we'd have to go all the way back to the main road, walk along up another road into another part of the town and skirt the back of a mountain. So we've changed our minds and we're just going to the shop.
Yeah.
We don't need to buy herbs because we've just found rosemary and bay.
Yeah.
Next to the campsite are two lovely horses who are very friendly. So I'm just going over to say hello. Got to be careful of the electric fence though. Bonjour. Hello. Do you remember me? Hello? 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 My dad. We've just been to pay. Got my passport back. So we can leave as early as we'd like in the morning, probably around 8 o'clock. Just thought I'd show you how safe the electrics are around this campsite. There's another one like it just there. There's our pitch.